Right, we're going to do a demonstration of a project that we've just finished. It's an interactive ident campaign for the Welsh broadcaster S4C. It's a bilingual channel. We've been working very long on this project, so we're very excited that we finished it successfully. It was a very intricate project, and we'll go and tell you what we've done for this. So we were thinking, because it was a bilingual channel, it would be quite cool to do something with voice, and because idents are being played so often, it can be a little bit boring if you see them all the time. So we came up with the idea to create idents that were reacting to the voice of the announcer, and it would kind of build itself up. So each ident would be a little bit different, so you never see the same ident twice. That was kind of the idea. An interesting thing was as well that we were kind of like visualizing the rhythmical qualities of both the Welsh and the English language. So you can see quite a big difference in that. Also the differences between the announcers, whether it's a female or a male, is very visible in the idents.
We took the scanned film, the log density film footage, and we did this. We made these light maps. We subtracted the lights from the clean pass, and we generated these high dynamic range images. There's actually over 50 of them in this particular piece, and those HDR textures are then loaded into the video memory of the graphics card and composited in real time. So each frame of this, there's 50 high dynamic range textures being applied on top of each other, all with various animation curves to sort of give the effect of the room coming alive. Each light also, as a bit of a touch, a real touch, has a sort of a profile of coming on and coming off. We looked at the individual lights and sort of how many frames they take to come on, and some lights come on quicker than others and some die off quicker than others, and so each light has a certain identity, and these are also present in the piece. So the final stage is, once we've got, we have all these lights coming on and off, but just over a bare scene, just over a sort of a dark room. What we also did was we shot a number of action passes, which is an actor coming in, doing something in the room. For instance, in this one, it's the electrician comes in from the left. He comes in, walks up the ladder, fiddles in the ceiling, and the lights come on around him.
Monica's dating a pleasant young man.
And to do this, we just kind of basically, we made a travelling map for the electrician, and we reapplied that on top of the composited lights so that they don't shine through him, so that he blends with the scene. Again, all this is done in real time, so it's this kind of thing that you do in a regular composite, but we're doing it all in the graphic card, in 40 milliseconds per frame.
Hello. Yeah, works. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Next.
So this is the museum piece. We shot a number of these action passes from above, of the sort of floor polishing ladies and the caretaker doing various things. This scene is actually a composite of various things. There's these two ladies, this one here, and we took that, we painted out the wires, and then we created some data for each of the wires and floor polisher. We basically sort of plotted where they were on the original scene at certain times, and we take this data and we put it into the program, and we developed a way to get the program to draw the wires in real time so that they look like they did in the original footage. So at the end of this, what you got is just like the original plate of the ladies moving across the floor, but with the wires drawn by the software in real time. So next we wanted to take the voice and make it perturb the wires to sort of take the rhythm and the amplitude of the voice and make it sort of wiggle the wires behind the ladies. And to do this, we initially thought, well, we'll sort of we'll look at the various physical models of like how wires move, the clever way of doing things, the proper way of doing things, and basically it just didn't respond well enough. It was kind of too slow to react to the nuances in the voice. So then we came across this paper by Pixar on how they made the Slinky toy move in Toy Story, and they use like a bit of maths. They use like a bunch of sine waves, which they sort of just like multiplied on top of each other and drove various parameters of those by the voice. It's kind of a cheat, you know. It's not physically correct, but it's very aesthetically pleasing. And we tried this out, and it works. It's aesthetically pleasing. So we use this. We blend between the original position of the wires as we're drawing it, and these kind of really pleasant fluctuations, these sine waves and so on, which are based on the parameters from the voice, and that's how this ident works. So that's the dulcet tones of Luke. Just as you can see,
It works beautifully.
there's
There you
one final element on this, just to, because what we actually did, when we shot this, we wiggled the wires ourselves a lot just to make, you know, see how it looked, and obviously there was quite a lot of motion blur on it. So that's another thing we've done in here is come up with a real-time motion blur algorithm, which kind of, you know, just adds that little bit of extra sort of realism, makes the wires blend in a bit.
Cool.
You want to purr?
Go on then. Hello? Hello? Yep. Yep. See, the louder, the more movement.
On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives. On S4C Now, your daily dose of celebrity interviews, behind the scenes exclusives, music videos and live performances. Freshly squeezed, of course.